Hello, my name is Erin, and I want to thank you so much for inviting me into your beautiful home for this design consultation. So, we had sent you a questionnaire online, a link to your email, and I want to thank you so much for filling that out for us. So, we asked you a variety of questions about your preferences, such as colors, fabrics, what kind of theme you might want, and what you're trying to accomplish, your overall goal with your design. So let me just go over some of this information with you. So I see here that you're doing a master bedroom, is that correct? Yeah. And you're looking for something very soft and romantic, nothing too bold or bright, somewhere you can really, let's see what you said here, just relax and unwind. Yeah, we can definitely help with that. And let's see, got a queen-sized bed, and you're looking to redo pretty much everything. So, and let's see. So, and you will not be having a TV. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that as far as no distractions. It can be bad for falling asleep with the flickering lights and noise and stuff like that, but it's really a personal preference. Okay, so I made some notes in here based on your answers, and it looks like we're going to focus on some really soft and inviting and relaxing colors, specifically pink and gray. How does that sound? Yeah. I noticed that a lot of the pictures you selected were having a lot of those elements and colors in there. So I figured that you would really like if we went that direction. Okay, do you have any questions for me? Alright, so the way that it's going to work is I brought a variety of items here so that we can make some suggestions based on the answers to your questionnaire. I have some paint, bedding, accessories, flowers, all kinds of stuff like that. Some of them I have a variety of options to choose from. So I'm going to show you all of those options, and you can take some time and think about it, and then whenever you're ready, we can order them and redo your room. And I want to be very clear that there is absolutely no pressure. If there's anything you don't like, or anything you want to see more options of, or you just want to take your time, you don't have to make any decisions today, and we are happy to accommodate any changes or suggestions that you have. So don't feel pressured in any way. I just want to show you some options and we can go from there. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to go over is paint color. So I have a booklet here of one of our sample palettes. This is not the only palette that we have, but I think that it will be perfect for you. So you can see that we have a wide variety of color options. We have some blues and much darker colors, so everything from a light blue, sky blue, all the way down to like dark gray and almost black. Then we have here the green family of colors, So more like teal turquoise colors, and then a forest green, and then some sort of grayish dusty blue colors. On the other side, we focus on a more neutral palette. So over here we have browns and taupes. We have a sand color, and then some greenish brown, and then a more light, mid, and dark color brown. And over here we have some darker gray and sandy colors. So some grays up here, sand, and then some lighter browns, and another greenish brown or greenish gray. However, I would like to focus on some very, very soft colors for you. So I'm going to take us to the first page, which is right here. And you can see we have a variety of soft white and cream, and then we have a very, very light tan. This is dove gray, and then we have antique white and uptown ecru. So I would really like to focus on this particular palette. What do you think? Yeah, I would suggest going with maybe one of these colors right here. We have the Palace white, gesso white, dove gray, and antique white. So maybe like one of these two right here. So it's not like a pure white, which would just look like a painted white wall, but it's not too dark or too tan, because we really do want to focus on the pink and the gray. And you'll see the other options that we have for accessories and things like that, and why we want to go for those two colors. Also, we can definitely revisit this when we pick some of the other options and see what goes well with that. I definitely would just recommend sticking somewhere in this family of colors. Okay, next we're going to look at some fabrics. So I have a variety of fabrics here that we can go over, and the best thing about these is that we can use them for a wide variety of options. So we can use them for window coverings like curtains or drapes or things like that. We could also use them for upholstery for furniture. So if you would like to have a recliner or a lounge or something like that, we can match these different ones to upholstery. If you wanted to have accent pillows or anything like that, we could also do that as well. So let me show you some of the options. This right here is a heathered weave pattern. That's the type of fabric that it is, and you can see that it has some texture to it. The color of this fabric is called chalk, like sidewalk chalk. It is 92% polyester and 8% linen. So that's where you get the different little bits of texture, is because of the linen fabric. It does have a soft feeling to it, but it also has a tiny bit of a like a scratchiness to it because of the texture, so it's not like super plush. So that's option one. Next, we have a super soft performance plush velvet, and this is in the color Bloom. This is 100% polyester, and it is absolutely amazing to touch. It is so soft, so velvety, and it's also a kind of blush pink color, which is absolutely perfect for the design. So I could definitely see something in the room using this color. This particular fabric is also much thicker than the other one. The other one had a very thin feel to it, and it didn't have any lining, whereas this one is much thicker and actually has a backing to it. So it would be really great for some kind of furniture, chair, or something like that. And the last one that we have is a performance linen weave, and the color is rose. This is 100% polyester as well, and so this is actually similar to the first one, only it's 100% polyester, and it also is in the pink color. So if you are someone who enjoys a bit of texture, a bit of definition, then this would be a great option. So again, I'll show you the three. We have 1, 2, and 3. We also have a few other options that could potentially be used as accent colors, but they're a little bit far away from the palette that we're going for. This one is a monochromatic plush fabric, and this one is another performance linen weave fabric. But I really do think that the other ones will work best, so I will leave them with you. And one of the great things about having these samples to keep with you is that you can hold them up to different things and feel them and kind of make a decision about which one will work best for you. Okay, so next we're going to talk about bedding. So I have a comforter set that's an option that I would like to suggest for you. And then I have a couple other options for sheets and pillowcases. So let's look at the comforter first. This here is a look at the comforter by the brand Truly Soft. And you can see that it is a plush comforter. It comes in a very convenient bag, and I will read you a little bit of the description of it so you can know. It is a queen 3-piece comforter set. So it comes with the quilted comforter itself and 2 pillow shams. And the description of the set is: feel the luxuriously soft and cozy fabric that makes this comforter stylish, durable, and perfect for any season. Truly Soft fabric is double brushed for a super soft touch. This down alternative filled comforter is wrinkle resistant, and it has faster drying time, so less energy is required. And it is in a blush pink color, which I think is very soft and beautiful. And I really love this brand. I've used it with lots of my clients before. because it really has a lot of things in one. Of course, the color is beautiful, but it also seems to work really well for all different seasons. So it's not too heavy or too light. You can use it all year round, and the faster drying time is definitely a big perk for anyone who doesn't want to waste energy, doesn't want to waste time. So I definitely recommend this particular comforter, and it has a nice fluffy feel to it, and it's also very good quality for a very good price. So that is what I suggest for the comforter. And then I have a few different options for sheet sets, because the comforter does not come with sheets, it just comes with the comforter and the pillow shams. So I'm just going to show you a sample using a pillowcase of what the entire sheet set would look like. So we have two options. The first one is also a blushed pink color, and this is a like a sateen fabric. It's not satin, but it's not just a regular cotton. It's got a bit of a shine to it, which you can probably see. It's very kind of soft, comfortable, almost like you slide on it, but not in a bad way. So this is the pillowcase, but it would also come with a fitted sheet and a top sheet. However, one thing that you might want to consider, because the rest of the comforter set is also the blush pink color, is to have a little bit of contrast and have a crisp white sheet set. So this one is like a white cream color, and this one is not the shiny satin fabric. This is a cotton fabric. It is also very soft though, very comfortable. So a lot of people really love to just have very crisp white sheets. You can also mix and match if you want to. Have either like a couple of sets, or have maybe pink sheets with white pillowcase or something like that. They're not overly expensive, so you could have two and then also have a backup, or maybe when one of them is in the wash. But there are a variety of options for this type of thing, and these are the two that I would suggest. Okay, so the last thing that we're going to go over is some accessories. So I have some pillows and some other types of accessories. So the first thing we're going to look at is some accent pillows. So we have this one right here, and it is kind of a pink salmon color, so different than the other pinks that we've looked at, which has been more of like a pale blush color. So this will definitely jump out a bit. And on the front it says love in cursive. So we have LOVE, and then on the side we have these really playful little pom-poms. So they are almost kind of like tassels, and they're very fun to play with, and they add a nice kind of playful touch to the pillow. The other thing that is good about this type of thing is that some of us are not live, laugh, love people and don't like sayings or words on decor, which I completely understand. So it actually doesn't say anything on the back. So if you wanted to maybe just have this side facing out, you could do that, and then it would just be a plain throw pillow. and you would still get the accent of the tassels. So these are just a suggestion. And then we also have this one, which is the same front and back. Similar color to the first one. They are a set. Only this one has some white sort of pattern on it. This is a pattern that you'll see a lot in a lot of design products right now, whether it's pillows or rugs, like area rugs or blankets and comforters. It seems to be pretty popular right now. They have really nice seams at the top. This one doesn't have any tassels or anything like that. It's a much cleaner, more geometric kind of pattern look to it. And like I said, you can have one of them, both of them, or none of them, because things like accent pillows or throw pillows is not something that everybody always wants. It is a personal preference for sure. Next, I have some plants, and they are artificial plants. I know that that was one of the things you said in your questionnaire, whether it's, kids or pets, or we're busy and we don't have time to keep things alive. It's totally fine. Artificial plants are very popular right now, and a lot of them are very beautiful. So because it's a bedroom and we have a lot of surfaces, we have end tables, a bookshelf, and a couple of dressers. There's plenty of counter space or top of dresser space for some plants. And you also mentioned wanting a very soft and romantic and relaxing look. So I think these will go really well. We have some very interesting options. So the first thing that I have is this really beautiful potted plant, which is pink flowers. So you'll notice that there are flowers that have different levels of blooming. So this one is a little bit more closed up, and these ones are all the way open. This is a little tiny one, and then there are some green leaves and stems all the way around, and then the pot here, which I'll show you a little bit more about that later. And so yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers, and we could give you as many of these as you would want. All of our plants, we have a ton of them in our warehouse. We have a ton of them in stock. So if you wanted to maybe put one on each end table, or a couple on the different shelves of the bookcase or something like that, we can definitely give you as many as you need. So I really love the soft colors and the different colors of pink within the flowers. I think that goes really great with the theme. However, you might not necessarily want flowers, or you may want to have some flowers and some other green in the room, which will also give you a nice other pop of color. So we also have this right here, which is a very simple but very pretty grass. So you'll notice that, similar to the flowers, that there are a variety of green colors in here. So there's darker green at the bottom, and then it goes up to a lighter green at the top. I really like the way this one feels. It's very fun to play with. and it mimics the look of a nice lush grass without having to worry about watering it. So the interesting thing that I was mentioning before is that you'll notice that both of these plants have the same colored pot, which is like a neutral black color for both of them. And that is because we offer some different pots and vase options for our artificial plants, like this light gray one and this light pink one. So for instance, you can take the pink flowers and put them in here, and this, I think, completely transforms it from just having pretty flowers to being visually beautiful from the top to the bottom. And we can do these in any color that you want. So this is in pink and this one happens to be in gray, but if you wanted, we can take something like this and we could get a pink color of this or a gray color of that, or we could get white, just plain white vases. And if in case you just want to have the plant be the pop of color and not the pot. But I really enjoy the fact that you can mix and match these, and also you can change them out over time. So if you decided down the line that maybe you were going to do like a blue or a green or something, you could just take this out and replace it with a different pot, and you wouldn't have to buy all new accessories. Okay, so we have two more things to look at. The first one is this picture frame. So similar to the plant pots, we have lots of different colors of these. We have white, we have pink, we have black, blue, yellow, green, anything you can think of. I chose this pink one because it matches your room, it matches what we're going with, but in case you wanted to add another pop of color, we can definitely do that as well. So you can see that it has a pretty thick pink frame around it, and then you would just insert your own photo. And on the back it has the stand, so you can stand it up, but it also has the ability to hang it on the wall as well. So I would recommend putting a couple of these around, especially on the bookshelf or maybe like the nightstand, and that would add some really personal elements to the room, whether it's family or your partner or your pets, or even just a really pretty picture of somewhere that you've traveled. But it really adds a nice personal element to the room. And last but not least, you're going to laugh at me, but here at our design studio, we think of everything. So one last suggestion that I'm going to make is to think of your design element in all areas. So I have for you a tissue box that incorporates all of the elements that we've talked about. So there's a blush pink, there's a light like bluish gray, and there's also little plant elements. And it's just interesting to think that you can, as with something as simple as a tissue box, which you can put on your nightstand or on a dresser somewhere, that you can really have fun with design in all elements. And since you'll probably have something like this in your room at all times, you might as well incorporate it into the overall theme. So if you decide to stick with the pink and gray theme, and maybe with a few plants here and there, I think this would really help to tie it all together. I want to thank you so much again for inviting me into your home for this consultation. And like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm not going to pressure you to choose anything or to order anything. I really want you to take some of the samples and the ideas that we talked about and think about them. Maybe hold some swatches up or think about the paint colors and how it all ties in together. So let me make an appointment in my calendar for when I should call you back and we can discuss. So which is the best day for you? Okay. And what time? Okay. All right, so I have you in for that date and time. I'm going to give you a call at that point and we can discuss everything that you've been thinking about. And I can either make some purchases over the phone for you and have them shipped here, or if you have any questions or you want to see some other options or something like that, I'd be happy to come back again for another consultation. Thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to talking with you next week. Bye.